Tuesday, April 1st, 2025. We hope everyone had a good weekend, and today we'll be taking a quick look at the ocean conditions from the west coast of Florida along Alabama and Louisiana towards the east coast of Texas, looking at the ocean conditions that you may have experienced if you'd gone offshore this past weekend. Overall, we have observed the main body of the loop current push eastward into the ledges off of Tampa Bay, shown right about here, pushing near the Vernon Basin late last week. This eastward movement may suggest the development of another clockwise rotating loop current eddy formation, as you can see this rotation right about here, over the coming weeks. A large counterclockwise rotating frontal boundary eddy, shown here, has pulled some filaments of warmer, bluer water westward into the offshore areas southwest of the DeSoto Canyon and into the areas off of the Mississippi River Canyon, shown here. And switching over to our ocean color imagery, you can really see some of that bluer water getting pulled westward along that northern boundary, along with the eastern boundary of the loop current pushing into the Vernon Basin over here. Over the past couple of days, some of this bluer water did get pulled a little bit back northeastward with a slight clockwise rotation towards the Viosca Knoll area and maybe even into the ledges just offshore of the Alabama Alps. However, between this counterclockwise rotating frontal boundary eddy west of the loop current and the older clockwise rotating loop current eddy formation shown here, moving into the western Gulf of Mexico, we have observed a filament of cooler, greener water moving in an unfavorable offshore direction from south-southwest of the Mississippi Canyon. However, some bluer water remains inshore in this general area as smaller frontal boundary eddies develop along the northern edges of the older loop current eddy shown here. And switching back to our ocean color imagery, you can see some of that bluer water in here, even as far as the Flower Gardens area and inshore to the northeast of the East Breaks. Some bluer water remains inshore. However, we have also observed a counterclockwise rotating eddy push eastward right about here, moving eastward from the East Breaks and then moving offshore of the Flower Gardens over the past few days, pulling some of that greener inshore water further southeast. In the western Gulf of Mexico, a large clockwise rotating eddy formation shown here kind of maintains some of the warmer, bluer water offshore the ledges shown here to the southeast of the Aransas Bank area over the past several days as well. While we have observed another smaller counterclockwise eddy formation developing off of the Mexico coast, moving northwards towards the Texas Canyon area, shown there. It remains to be seen if this eddy is able to pull a strong enough filament of that warmer, bluer water inshore along its northwestern boundary to reach the good bottom inshore of the ledges off of the Aransas Bank over the next few days, but it may not be quite as strong enough to be able to pull that water inshore given the stuff offshore. It all depends on if this warmer water continues pushing to the northwest over the next few days as well, and the timing on that. Remember, these ocean conditions are always changing, so be sure to head to ROFFS.com or call our office at 321-723-5759 to order updated analyses for each of these areas. Our winter office hours are Monday through Friday from 9 until 5 until May 1st as we enter the 2025 spring and summer season. Have a good week.